Art is.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, hey, art friends. Good to see you guys again. So, I'm super excited to introduce you guys to some new lessons. To begin with, we're going to talk about how to use your iPad and just give you a super fast refresher on how to do that and how to draw inside of Sketchbook the right way. And then afterwards, we're going to break into our very first project, and I'm super excited to see what you guys can make. All right, here we go. I hope you enjoy. Bye. Here's an example of my finished penguin. If you need to, don't forget to pause the video. That can really help you. To start a new project, I'm going to click on the three dots and three lines in the corner. Alright, so I'm going to begin by using two fingers to pinch and bring my paper a little bit smaller. I can rotate it if I want. Next, in the top right are your best tools to work with. You see I made it move around. Sometimes it hides if you accidentally tap on that circle at the bottom, so you got to bring it back. The bottom is for color choice. At the bottom is black, top is white, right is color. Around the loop you get to choose your favorite color or the color we need for our project. Next, we need to choose our best brush. If you click on the brush on top, then it'll let you choose our fourth one from the top. It looks like this. You can choose it on the left side of your screen also over here. Make sure you set your brush to the right size. At the top, you can click and change it in settings, or on the left, you see the very skinny rectangle. You can go up and down on that bar and change it to about a size 10. That's where you want it. Alright, I'm going to start with a fresh paper. So up in the top left, I'm going to click on the three dots and three lines. I'm going to click on New Sketch, Create, and then I'm going to shrink my paper down and make it go up and down. With my marker at a 10, I'm going to start by making the eyes of my penguin. I'm going to draw two large ovals on my paper, and I need to draw them with black. So let me start with black and draw my ovals. 1, 2. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and I'm going to make the letter C for the eyeballs. So C with a circle at the top, C with a circle at the top. There you go. Next up, I'm going to move to the beak. It's like the letter V, and then over the top I connected it. There's my penguin's face. Underneath his face, I'm going to draw a very large letter U, and that will be his body. Across the top, I'm going to do a flat line. It's got a little curve to it, and then add the top part of his hat. Check out the details from, oops, back arrow. I made a mistake. Back arrow, that'll fix it. Connect my lines so that I can use the paint bucket later. At the top, I'm going to do that fuzzy ball on top of his hat so it looks really cute. And I'm going to keep drawing now. I'm going to give him a scarf with a line that goes side to side. Up, connect. And another line that goes side to side. Don't forget you can pause the video if you need to because I'm going really fast. Add a little wing with the letter V, a little wing, and his feet kind of look like the letter W. Around the edges of his face, I'm going to draw a black line that goes down the side, goes under his scarf, along the edges of his body, and then back up the other side so that he can have black on the outside edges. Next, I'm going to use my paint bucket tool at the top of the screen to fill in sections. Remember, if I'm going too fast, please pause the video and catch up. I'm going to use black first and one tap of black to fill in sections like the outside edge of his body and the eyes. If you tap and the color spreads all over the place, you may have to zoom back in and with your marker tool connect some lines so that the paint doesn't fill all over the place. I'm going to use some orange to fill the feet with just one tap and the beak also. And then you guys can choose the color that you do for the scarf. I'm going to choose some purples, maybe some greens, I don't know yet. You be creative and do your own scarf and hat. Next, I'm going to use my marker tool and some new colors to draw some patterns into my penguin. I'm doing some spiral patterns in his hat. I'm going to switch colors and do some stripes in the top part of his hat. And I'm thinking about putting some pattern also in his scarf. Check this out. I'm going to zoom in pretty close and I'm going to do little zigzags. This is looking awesome. I hope you guys do some pattern too. This next step is a really important step. Click on that plus sign to create a new layer for your background. Next on the background, we're going to start using a different brush. We're going to switch to an airbrush, and I'm going to start making a rainbow that goes all the way down my page. Yeah, I'm coloring over my penguin, but that's totally fine because I'm putting it on a new layer. If you look at the right side of my screen, there's a blue square around that blank space above the penguin, and that means that I'm drawing on almost like a different piece of paper. I'm going to make a rainbow by doing Roy G. Biv. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then indigo violet I kind of think is the same thing, kind of purplish. And so you can see I'm making my rainbow behind my penguin. I actually make about 1.5 rainbows down my page because I have enough space for it. So there's my finished rainbow. Here's the last and final important step. I click on my penguin and I hold down on the right side of my screen on the thumbnail until it looks like a ghost. And then I drag the penguin to the top on top of the rainbow. I have to go back to my paint bucket and get some white and fill in spaces with white so that the penguin has white in his body, white in his eyes. But then I'm finished and I can save this and I can send it to my teacher. I hope you guys had fun making this project because I had a lot of fun. And remember, art is awesome!